So what we were discussing is about Stretch. We discuss about Stretch programming and how a program can be created using Stretch. Since I couldn't give the Stretch note, I think better give that. I have added this note for this month as well as this month note together I have attached. So you can get both notes. So if you contact Ms. Lakmal, you can get both notes as a single tune for this month, right? That is July and August, both notes. So please send all slip, also the new slip to Ms. Lakmal and get it, please collect it from her. Right, okay. So what I would like to discuss today is like we just discussed about the three control structures in programming. I hope you can remember sequence, selection, and repetition. Sequence is where the instructions are executed one after another. Sequence is where the instructions are executed one after another. And selection, you are executing, this is sequence, right? You can see input marks 1, mark 2, mark 3. This all are happening one by one after another. That is called sequence. Then if there's a condition, like this, so it's branching, right? So you can see subject 1 marks is greater than 50 only, you select the yes side. If it is less than 50, you're selecting not side. That is, it's branching. So you have to select either path, or this path or this path. So then this is called selection. Here, so when the subject 2 marks is greater than 20, again, you have to select yes side. If not, no side. If subject 3 marks greater than 50, you have to select yes side, otherwise no side. So the pass, when the pass is given, only if, so whatever the obtained mark for subject 1, 2, 3, all are greater than 50. So here, so if subject 1 is greater than 50, and if subject 2 is also greater than 50, and if subject 3 also greater than 50, then you are passed. But if subject 1 less than 50, fail. Subject 1 greater than 50, but subject 2 less than 50, fail. Subject 1 greater than 50, subject 2 also greater than 50, but subject 3 less than 50, then also fail. So this is a selection, right? You have to select either way. You cannot go both ways. So in one instant, given instant, you have to select only one side. So that is selection. The repetition is where you need to execute the same instruction set again and again. We discussed that as well in repetition. So here, this is an example for repetition. See what will happen in this flowchart. So according to the repetition rule, so what is the output of this flowchart? If I execute this, if I code this, what will be the output? Read it and tell me. If I execute this, if I convert this flowchart into a code, so what will be the output? Yes? Yes, come on. What the output එක වෙන්නේ මේකේ? I'll ask from, okay. Can Minulya, can you tell me what is the output this one?
Sir, the answer to the answer 2 will be added, so it's 102.
Yeah, so 1, then 2 will be added. So what will be the final result? I'm asking, so what will be the final result?
It will be 102.
102. How come that?
100?
No, not 100.
101?
So read it carefully. Are you checking this?
3?
No. 3 will be included, but not 3, not just 3. Okay, see what will happen. So can you read? So I think like you have, so what has happened to you? Right? So input number equal 1. Number equal 1. So when you're starting number equal 1, then this is what, this is the process or decision? This is a decision. So what is the decision? If number is less than or equal to 100. So number is 1. Is it less than or equal to 100? Number 1, is it less than 100?
Yes.
If it is greater than 100, less than 100, which side is selected? Right side or left side?
Yes.
Yes side. Yes side is selected. Then what will happen? Display the number. What is the number? 1. That is 1. Number is 1. Then add in 2 to that. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then this is repetition, right? Going back. And check in whether 3 is less than 100. 3 less than 100 is it? Yes, 3 less than 100. Then display the number. What will be displayed?
3.
3 this time. Okay, 1 displayed, 3 this time. So add in 2. Now it's 5. 5 less than 100. So 5 will be displayed. Add in 2. Now 7. 7 less than 100. So 7 will be displayed. Then add in 2. 9. 9 less than 100. So 9 will be displayed. Likewise, up to 99, all the odd numbers up to 99 will be displayed. After that, 99 displayed, add in 1. Now 101. 101. Is it greater than, less than 100 or equal to 100? 101? Then you have to go to the no side and stop. So this is printing from 1 to 99. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Likewise, it's going up to 99. So all the odd numbers. Odd numbers from 1 to 100. That is the answer. That is the answer. Odd numbers from 1 to 100. So if I want to print even numbers from 1 to 100.
Number plus 1. 0.
Plus 2.
Yeah, plus 2. Plus 2 is already there.
Then
Start with 0.
Yeah, I can start with 0. Yes, number equals 0. Then, so it will be printing 0. Then 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. It's going up to 100. That is, if you want to print. Or you can start with 2, right? Or you can start with 2 also. Then 0 valin nathuwa dekෙන් පටන් ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. Then it will print 2, 4, 6, 8, likewise up to 100. Okay. So if you want to print square numbers, what are the square numbers? Can you remember?
1, 4, 9,
Right. 1, 4, 9.
1, 4, 9,
16.
16,
Yeah.
25,
Yeah.
36.
Okay. If you want to print like that, the square numbers, you can do the same, but you can do small changes.
Number
Here,
multiplied by number.
sorry?
Number multiplied by number.
Yes, you have to display number multiplied by number, and you have to stop from 10, right? Because 10 into 10 is 100, right? Like this here. Or you have to like get the square number. The first square number is 1. First square number is 1. The first square number is, let's say the number is 1. Square number is also 1. 1 less than 100, you are displaying 1. The first square number is anyway 1. Then number is number plus 1. So what is the number? Then after this, there are 2 variables. I'm putting 2 squares. So one variable is number. The second variable is SQ. Values of both. The first one is 1. The second one is also 1. So SQ less than 100. So display SQ will display 1, right? This is the output. Output display 1. Then number equal number plus 1. So what will be the number then?
1 plus 0.
Number equal number plus 1. Number is currently 1. 1 plus 1 is?
2.
Right. So then you are checking, go back. No, sorry. Number is number plus 1. Now SQ equal number into number. So what is SQ now? Number is 2. 2 into 2 is? 4. SQ equal 4 now. Then you are going and checking SQ less than 100. Is it less than 100?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then it will be printed. That means 4 will be printed. And number equal number plus 1. So what is the number? 5 කියලා හිතුවොත් ඉවරයි. වැඩක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් මගේ මේ මහන්සියත් අපරාධ. Number equal number plus 1. I'm asking about the number. I'm not asking about SQ. Number equal number plus 1. Number is currently 2.
3.
Yeah, number is currently 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. Then print, SQ equal number into number. Number is 3. 3 into 3 is
9.
9. That is SQ. You are checking 9 less than 100?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Then display 9. Display 9. Number equal number plus 1.
4.
Number will be 4. SQ equal number into number.
8. 16, sir.
16. Number into number is 16. 16 less than 100?
Yes.
Yes, therefore
Yes.
6 will be displayed. Number equal number plus 1. 5. SQ equal number into number.
25.
25. So 25 less than 100, so 25 will be displayed. Number equal number plus 1, this time this is 6. So SQ equal number into number, that is 36. 36 less than 100, so 36 will be displayed. Number equal number plus 1, this time this is 7. Right? I think you understand that, right? Then SQ equal number into number, that is 49. 49 less than 100, so 49 will be displayed. Number equal number plus 1, this time 8. SQ equal number into number. What is the value? SQ equal number into number. 8 into 8 is 64. 64 less than 100, so 64 will be displayed. Then number equal number plus 1, that is 9 now. SQ equal number into 9, number now 81. 81 is less than 100, so 81 will also be displayed. Number equal number plus 1, now it is 10. SQ equal number into number, it is 100. 100 is less than or equal. It is not less than, but it is equal. So now 100 will be displayed. Number equal number plus 1, now it is 11. SQ equal number into number, that is 121.
110.
110?
120.
121. So 121, is it less than or equal to 100?
Less than 100. It's more
Less than 100. Are you sure? 121 less than 100.
More than.
It's more than 100, so it will go to no and stop. This won't be displayed. This will be calculated, but this won't be displayed. So it will display up to 100, square numbers up to 100. Okay, so you should be able to understand this kind of flow chart, right? Okay, so what do you need to do? Okay, let's do one exercise. So since you have done this, can you convert this to this flow chart to a stretch code, please? Please convert this flow chart into stretch code. I'll give you 4 minutes. Please convert this flow chart to stretch code. This flow chart to stretch code, and I'll give 4 more exercises that as a homework, right? After that. So please do this in the class. I'll give 4 minutes. All right, okay, you're checking marks 1, marks 2, this is okay. You have obtained 3 marks, that is okay. Then if marks 1, marks 2, 3, marks 1 greater than 50, you're passing. So then, okay, so let's try something like this. So let's give marks 65, 45, okay, same marks. Let's give 65, 45, 25. Please give that marks. Yeah, then what will happen? That is what I want to see. Right? This is like it's giving wrong result, right? Wrong. This is called an error. This is called an error in code. Or bug කියලා කියනවා. This is called error or bug. Means that this is actually why this is an error or bug. We expect one result, but it's giving another result. So this we expect one result, it's giving another result. So can you understand? So what I'm telling that this is not correct. That means this is okay for 3 students, but I have given 3 subjects, right? I think you can see I have given 3 subjects here. Subject 1, subject 2. So all 3 subjects are passed only. All 3 subjects වලට 50ට වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන. First subject, second subject, third subject, all 3 subjects need to be exceeding 50. Not just one subject. එකක් විතරක් පාස් වෙලා බෑ. මේ එකක් වැඩි වෙලා දෙවෙනි එක අඩු වුණොත් fail නෙමෙයි. The first one is greater than 50, then second one is less than 50, then fail. In order to pass, all 3 need to be greater than 50. Understand that logic correctly. Anyone else did this? So your attempt is good. You have done that, but your understanding and your implementation has some error. Anyone else wish to share? You know one. Only he has done something. These are. Okay, so these are subject 1, subject.
No, sir, I would have done some. I have a bad connection. I can't.
Right, it's okay. So what you can do is you can write it in your book and send it to me. Then, right? Write it in your book, send it to me. There are ways. So don't always like depend on something. We can find 10 reasons for not doing this, but same time you can do this with several other methods. You can do this in your book at least. Okay, this one is subject 1 is greater than. Again, you are implementing the similar way. Can you play this? Can you play this? Please mute your microphone. Please mute your microphone. Okay, play this. Put 65 as the marks. And the second and third mark, something less than 40 and 30 maybe. 40 marks and 30 marks. You are not assigning that to the variable. The marks will not be considered. Okay, so let's try to implement this, right? Because today we have to start the other lesson also. So that's why I have to be faster, right? Okay.
Sir, I did it. Can I share?
Okay, quickly share it. Okay, the total. So what's that?
The total of first subject, second subject, and third subject.
Okay, so let's give it like this. First subject marks, can you give as 100? 100 for the first subject. The second subject, can you give 90? Third subject, 30. You're failed. So why is that? Is it less than 150? 1, 2, 3. So subject 1, 2, 3. Your total is not calculated. Say total. Say total. No. You have to store it to the total, right? There's a mistake. So this always give fail. Right? Again, there's an error. Total equal to the subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, but still there's a problem because let me explain. තාමත් එයා හිතපු විදිහ හරිය එයා හිතුවේ 150ට වැඩි වුණොත් හරිය කියලා. But thing is 150 හැදෙන්නත් පුළුවන් මෙහෙම පුතේ. 150 can be treated this way. First subject marks අපි හිතමු first subject marks is 100. Second subject marks is 90. Now 150 exceeded. Third subject 30. Still you will get pass නේද මේ system එක අනුව. According to this system, this student will pass. But the third subject he has obtained 30. Right? But first 2 subject he has obtained very good marks. Therefore, the third subject will not be considered here. Right? Which link, Hasarali? Which link you need? So I didn't give any link. Right? I didn't give them any link. I'm just using. So the stretch, which we already use, right? Or every day we have used this stretch. So that is what I'm using. So you can just Google and browse it, and maybe you have downloaded. Now this is like how many days I have given you the link. Don't ask the link again and again. So you know how to access this now. So I can send you, but this indicates that you are not practicing this, right? This indicates that you are not practicing, because if you need link still, means that's a big problem. You are not practicing, that means. Right? Please do concern these things. Okay. You are getting 3 marks of 3 subjects. When flag click from sensing, you can get the marks. Maybe subject 1. Subject 1 marks, and the answer given, you can assign that to a variable. So we learned this last way. S1 and let's say S2, S3 are 3 variables. Let's assign this to S1 first. S1 is the answer. Similarly, I'm duplicating this code 2 more times and getting marks for 3 subjects, subject 2 and subject 3. I'm not going to give you time to take, because we should do this. We have practiced this several times. Subject 1, subject 2, and this time this should be assigned to subject 2, this should be assigned to subject 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this, right? In the control, actually, so I can check like this. I can use if, because this is selection. In selection, if is used. In the operations, I can check. So this student need to obtain more than subject 1, subject 2, or subject 3, all 3 subjects. That means you have to check whether the student got greater than 15 subject 1, also greater than 15 subject 2, and greater than 15 subject 3 as well. So this is easy way of implementing. You can assign here subject 1, is it greater than 50, subject 2, is it greater than 50, and subject 3, is it greater than 50. If all three subjects, if the marks greater than 50, then you can say you have passed. And if not, you can say you have failed. This is the easiest way to implement. This is because you are checking subject 1 and subject 2 and subject 3, all 3. This time, okay, I'm giving 45, 67, 89. You see, first you have failed because first subject less than. Then you are giving 56, 47, 89. The second subject, 47, you have failed. So similarly, I'm giving another one, 78, 98, then 46. Third subject less than, so you have failed. Again, try and some marks which are all above 50 and you have passed. So this is the implementation. So you are good at copying, but you are not good at thinking. So that is that. So this proves that neither. මේක දුන්නම copy කරගන්න ඔයාලා දන්නවා වුණාට හිතලා එකක් කරන්න ගියාම ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. So I'll give these questions to you. Please implement these questions. Otherwise, what will happen? You will get less marks in the examination. Right? Okay, I'll give a practice. So when you're doing practicals, you need to complete this, right? I'll give you a practical tute. Practical tute. Don't just copy and paste from the. Don't just copy and paste from this. Instead of copying and pasting, you have to think and do. You can use your practical time to do that. otherwise it seems that you're not practicing, right? Seems there is the gap. Okay, so then we just discussed about extensions, right? Just discuss about extensions, and so actually we learn about programming first, right? Then selection, how it happens and all. Also we have learned, I'll put this note before this, right? It should come before this. Before the variable, it should be here. Okay, there are three control structures: sequence, selection, repetition. So then we learn about the symbols. Then we learn about the implementation part. So various control structure implementations, we learn about that. And finally, we have learned about how to draw a flow chart and how to convert that to stretch code. We did few exercises. And the workbook activities, we have already completed that, right? The workbook activities, we have already completed that. Okay, now let's move to the today's lesson, physical computing.
Excuse me, sir. You said we have a practical test now, sir.
Yes, that is what I said. I will give you a tune. Do that in your practical time. I'll give you a tune. Do that in your practical time and complete it. Because you are still not ready to do that. So even though I'm planning it, I cannot give you, because when I give an exercise, you are not doing it. Means you are still not ready to complete that. Right, I'll give these exercises, then I'll give these exercises as a tune. Please complete that in the practical time and send me back. Right? Okay, so let's go to the physical computing part. Please write down the heading. That is our new lesson. Please write down the heading. Use of software in physical computing. Under that, please write down. Under that, please write down the basic controlling component in electronic circuits is the switch. It can be used to turn on and turn off an electronic device. Can be used to turn on and turn off electronic device. Example, we can turn on a bulb using a switch. And turn off by using the same switch. Logic status can be derived by using Logic status can be derived by using multiple switches. There are three basic logics we can introduce using electronic behaviors. Using electronic behaviors. The first one is AND logic. The second one is OR logic. And the third one is NOT logic. Okay, please write down this. And also explain these logics. Please explain these logics. And logic. This will output true or 1 if all the inputs are true or 1. Or logic. This will output false or 0 if all the inputs are false or 0. Not logic. This will invert the output. This will invert the output.
Done, sir.
Okay, let others
No,
finish,
sir.
right? Let others finish. Okay, Buddhi, that's enough. Right, let's do the implementation now. So let's do
Wait,
the
sir.
logic implement. Take a screenshot, right, Buddhi? So please take a screenshot. You can later write down.
Sir, I had a connection issue in the last class, sir. Sir had said to download a software for this lesson.
Logic.
Here.
The software name is Logic.
Logic. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Finish.
Right, okay. Let's go to the implementation. And to do that, you can use this phet.colorado.edu website, which is giving you the simulation practices. Okay, so I'll use this simulator. There are several simulators. I'll give you this link. There are several simulators. Out of that, I'm using the electricity ones, which is DC circuit construction, right? So I'm using the virtual lab, which is related to DC circuit constructions. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so let me send you the link.
Use that software, sir, right?
Sorry?
So that's the online link to use that software, sir, right?
Yeah, it's online one. So I have sent you the link also. You can just go to the link and access this website. So very first exercise for you to try or practice, take a bulb, take a battery, use a switch, and please connect them together. Please connect them together using wires. You can take wires and connect them together. Do this first. It's a very small exercise. Take a bulb, switch, battery, and connect them. Yeah, that is good. So can anyone else?
Sir, can we put
I also did, sir.
Then only, okay, Minulya. Good. Right, okay, good. Yes. Who else wish to share? Okay, Tinura. Right, that is easy, right? That is easy. Okay, good. So I'll give others chances, but before that, I would like to. What you need to do is, you need to connect this battery to the switch, then another wire from switch to bulb, another wire. So you can use another wire maybe, so to make it hassle-free and clear. Then when you turn on the switch, the bulb will turn on, turn off the switch, bulb will turn off, on, off, on and off. Okay, this is simple. Can you use two switches now? But this need to be parallel, right? Parallel connections. So there are two types of connections, serial connection and parallel connection. Let me show. So if you're connecting bulb batteries, let's say you need two batteries to do this. So this is how you are connecting batteries serially. When you connect battery serially, you can see more bright, right? More brighter because the voltage will, now each battery will have 9 volt. Each battery will get 9 volt. 9 into 2 will be, so you can measure this using the voltmeter. And here you can see 9 into 2 is 18. So 2 batteries giving 18. But if you are like, if you are measuring, another thing is ammeter. You can use the ammeter to measure the amperage. Amperage is 1.8. The current is 1.8. Right?
How to delete the battery?
You can just click on the battery and press the delete button. You can see the amperage is 1.8 and voltage is this. Then one thing that you can do is just remove one battery and see. Now you can see the voltage is 9 and amperage is only 0.9. 0.9. That is the amperage. Voltage is also. Actually, these parallel and serial connections are not properly working here. Amperage measurements and all in the lab, it has a problem because like when you're connecting batteries serially, the voltage increases, that is correct. Voltage increases and the amperage is the problem. But anyway, so just do this without considering that. Use parallel connection. Please connect switches parallelly, right?
So do we want to do it by 2 switches?
Sorry?
Do we want to do that by 2 switches?
Repeat the question.
Sir, do we want to do this by 2 switches?
Yeah, 2 switches parallel connection.
Okay, sir.
Serial connection, definitely the voltage is increasing. That is okay. But ampere rate will be increasing the parallel connection. That is the problem. So it's not mentioned. Voltage is like, so when a waterfall is falling down, the energy level produced is like voltage. When there are 2 batteries, it's like this waterfall is falling from height, more height. So that is why the brightness will be high. But be careful when you're doing this practically, because the bulb can burn. When there are more batteries, bulb can burn. More voltage, bulb can burn. But this time you need only 1 battery. Don't think, don't connect more than 1 battery. Only 1 battery is enough. But try to connect this parallelly. So have you done that? If you have done, please share.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is not parallel connection. This is serial connection. So this is not parallel connection, serial connection. Right? So this is called serial. So can anybody else?
Sir, I need a minute.
Okay, this is what? You have no switches at all in this circuit reference. 1 switch. So where's the other switch? I need 2 switches.
Okay, sir.
This is serial connection. This is not parallel connection. This is serial connection.
Sir, can I show mine, sir?
Yeah, sure. Quickly.
Is it visible, sir?
No, not yet. Okay, this is parallel connection, is correct. So can you show me, like, just turn on 1 switch? 1 switch, turn on. Still it works, right? So can you turn on the other switch? And turn off the previous switch? Turn off the previous switch.
Okay, sir.
But still it works. Turn on both switches. Both switches.
Okay, sir.
Turn off both switches. Then only the bulb will off, right? So that is your parallel connection. Then only the bulb will off.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the others have connected that serially. How to parallelly connect
Sir,
it?
I also did.
All right, okay, good. So this, if you want to parallelly connect that, you have to connect like this. Parallel means either way. So this way also voltage can go. So it will turn on. So when you turn on like this, then also it will work. Both switches, then also it will work. If you don't like to see the electrons, you can see the conventional power, right? So power goes other way. Electrons travels from negative to positive, but power travels from positive to negative. Ampere travels from positive to negative. Electron travels negative to positive. Okay, you can see 2 switches connected. Switch number 1 still it will work. Switch number 2 still it will work. 1 and 2 both still it will work. 1 and 2 both still it will work. Right? But turn off both. Now it's not working. So that is called OR logic. That is called OR logic. So let's see this. Please write OR gate. OR gate. OR gate. And this is the behavior of switches. This is the behavior of switches. There are 2, or it can be 2, 3, 4, any number, right? 2, 3, 4 switches, any number of switches. Switches gana venas wenna puluwan. Right? But the behavior is this. Okay, the behavior you can explain this way. So after drawing this, okay, please draw this first. Please draw this first. So there's something called truth table that we need to create. Closed status of switches, switch. If it is equal to 1, open status of a switch. If it is equal to 0, and if bulb is on, if it is equal to 1, and bulb is off, if it is equal to 0, we can draw a table. That table is called truth table. This table is called truth table. In this truth table, so see what is happening in this truth table. If both switches are off, bulb will turn off. If both switches are off, bulb will turn off. So bulb is basically the output, right? And switch is basically that is the input. If switches are inputs and bulb is the output, if switches are input and bulb is the output, we can say when both switches are off, then bulb is also off, right? So actually I wanted to go to OR gate, but I just explained the OR logic only, right? Because of the time, we couldn't complete that part. Don't worry, I'll be doing that next day. I'll explain that next day. Just take a screenshot of this for the moment. And I will explain the remaining part next day, right? And please remember that I'll be sending you a tute to the group. I'll be sending you a tute to the group. Please complete that as a practical examination. So also you can get the help from practical teacher when you're doing practicals. But anyway, by next week, please complete the activity and send me the completed tute. And I'll be sending that to the group. Okay, then I'll stop in from here. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.